uphill battle? I'll prove my worth.
Quiet, make
All I've got left are my aches and pains.
Oh, what does this say? A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
Such quietude, it's a blessing.
Down near enough.
I've more time than I know how to spend.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
Where to now?
You know, many of our patrons wish to take me for themselves. Yet there is something different about you. How curious. I lived a simpler life once. But one man changed all that. 'Tis no simple matter for a woman to make it this far on her lonesome. Yet after all this time, here I am. Here I am. Tis no simple matter for a woman to make it this far on her lonesome. Yet after all this time, here I am. Here I am. Tis no simple matter for a woman to make it this far on her lonesome. Yet after all this time, here I am. Here I am.
What's going on?
What is that?
Once the day's work is done,
I should very much like to rejoin you, Master.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Oh, did it pertain to the Queen Regent and an important personage, perchance? Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known. If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises. Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
My sincerest apologies. Lady Wilhelmina is attending to a patron at present.
Have you given the matter some more thought, Wilhelmina? I would have no other as my personal courtesan. I want you all to myself. When I imagine you in the arms of another, my heart feels apt to rend itself from my breast.
Allard, pray forgive me, but I think 'twould be best for you to leave. We can discuss this matter another time.
But why? We've only just...
I am attending to a burden that all women must bear. I trust I need not elaborate further. I did not take you for the voyeuristic type. Why don't you come in? You have my thanks. Had I not noticed your presence, I might have slain him there and then. 'Tis no jest. You see, everything I've done these past few years has been leading up to this. I am here to kill him. But I cannot simply end his life. Oh no. I must first expose his misdeeds. Only then will I allow myself to grant him the miserable end he deserves. Or so I'd sworn, but I've yet to find a single shred of evidence. Perhaps the time has come to surrender this crusade. You would lend me your aid. But I've done nary a thing to earn it. And recall that I've devoted years of my life to his pursuit, with naught to show for my troubles. If the proof I seek yet exists, 'twill not be so easily uncovered. I suppose there is truly naught I can do. Save deliver him a gruesome demise for all to behold, that is. Still, if you insist upon searching for evidence of his crimes, 3 days. I will give you 3 days to find what you seek. I shall wait patiently, though not with bated breath. I don't imagine you'll find aught so long after the fact. And yet, when I look into your eyes, I find myself strangely hopeful. Still, I shan't grant you more than 3 days. You'd best be off.
Minister Allard is a noble, yes? Do you know of anyone privy to the goings-on in the palace?
Is there nothing to be done? Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength. 'Tis not our place to hurry the arisen.
You wish to expose Allard's misdeeds. I know not whether I can assist you in this, friend. Ah, but of course, Patrick may know aught that could aid you. Go to his manor come nightfall. If you say you are in my employ, you should be allowed entry with no issue. Pray, call up.
This sort of quiet is well.
I must be vigilant. The townspeople.
I'd sooner stay out of the battle. Very
Dare say I could forget all my troubles here.
bread on the
This is
table.
no good. Can't let myself get distracted.
Even the best of us sit flat.
What's going on?
Rowing. Time.
Regent Kinsfen has been busy, it seems. Shall we meet with Lord Patrick come nightfall? If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. To think that the proprietress of the Myrmecolian was plotting such a thing. Under normal circumstances, I would not overlook such a clear admission of murderous intent. But this is Allard we speak of. Of all the Queen Regent's sycophants, he possesses the greatest authority. His fall from grace would do much to further our cause. Perhaps the merchants he deals with possess aught that could serve us.
Merchants with connections to Allard will reside in the merchant quarter, though they're not likely to divulge their secrets readily.
Some piece of physical evidence would be far less easily refuted than mere testimony, I should think.
Shall we make for the merchant quarter and investigate the abodes of merchants with ties to Minister Allard? Pray, allow me to show you the way.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Here we are.
That's one piece of evidence in hand. We might search for more, if you're so inclined, Master.
It is as you say.
Regent Kinsfen has been busy, it seems. Shall we meet with Lord Patrick come nightfall? If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
We've arrived. Just
Allard. Long have I borne witness to the man's arrogance, and long has it infuriated me. I visited his manor once. I recall that he was rather particular about the placement of his paintings. Mayhap he's concealed aught behind one. 'Tis just the sort of thing. Shall I summon him here? You could make use of his absence to steal into his manor and inspect his art collection. Excellent. I will send word to him presently of some urgent matter that requires his intervention. Once you've seen him depart his manor, make your way inside and stay alert. We may not get a second chance at this.
let us make for Minister Allard's estate and slip in once we've seen him leave. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
We have arrived.
What are you doing? We've not been given leave to rest yet.
Seems naught ever goes right.
Perhaps this will serve as evidence.
Methinks we have ample evidence of the minister's misdeeds. Shall we go confer with Lady Wilhelmina? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Merchants with connections to Allard will reside in the merchant quarter. Though, they're not likely to divulge it. Some piece of physical evidence would be far less easily refuted than mere testimony, I should think. Interesting. So Allard has been leveraging his position to line his pockets, right under the Queen Regent's nose.
I doubt she will be happy to learn of this. Yes, this should be more than enough to disgrace him. However, 'tis not enough for me to condone his assassination. Of course, if your intent is not to kill him, but merely denounce him, then I will gladly assist you however I can. I see. Perhaps that would be best. Enlisting the aid of Regent King Sven may shine light on all we've overlooked. There is much we ought to tend to. Mayhap. Regent King Sven's assistance would grant us some beneficial information. This is a memorandum of Allard's. According to this, afore attaining his current status, he was in the employ of a merchant. And in order to claim the merchant's property as his own, he murdered the man and his wife, staging it as an accident. 'Tis a grave affair indeed. Should this article prove genuine, I have every faith 'twould be sufficient to condemn him for all time. The deed was monstrous, and yet, considering my position, I am afraid I cannot condone the man's assassination. I know not the path I should follow. What is your intent going forward, Your Majesty? Very well. I would place my faith in you, Your Majesty. However, know that should he be assassinated, I cannot offer you my aid. Now, pray bear the evidence you've discovered to the Myrmecolian. I will do everything in my power to assist you.
So, the captain is willing to aid you only if you do not stain your hands in blood. I hope you shan't disappoint him.
I quite agree.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Everyone's as tired as I am, seems like.
No one's coming to my aid.
I'd sooner stay out.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts. No harm in picking a few. We're here. Apologies, Master, but you will have to do without us for the time being.
Any patron will do, so long as they're gentle.
Life without a little spice. All this quiet makes me come around.
So, you've returned. I confess, I thought you might not. I was ready to settle things myself. Well, did you find what you were looking for? Thank you. I can't believe you found this. All that remains is to end that man's life with my own hands. I've no other tasks for you. This partnership of ours has come to a close. Unless you intend to see this through till the end. You're a curious one, aren't you? But what's just as curious is that I can't bring myself to refuse you. All right, if you're offering your aid, then I'll gladly accept it. Come with me. Allard is in the room to the left. Go in and restrain him for me, would you? Never mind the mask. Consider it a charm of sorts.
At last. It feels like an age has passed since... What is this? Who are you?
Don't let him escape.
Waste my time. Get your hands hands off me, you fiend! Don't you know who I am? Oh, you hang for this impudence!
Oh, Allard. I've always wanted to see you like this.
That voice. Wilhelmina. But why? Why would you?
Do you still fail to recall? Even with this mask staring you in the face. But I suppose for a man such as you, a little murder here or there is hardly worth remembering.
What mockery is this?
In your youth, you slew 2 individuals. The merchant whom you served, and his wife. They had a child, as I am sure you are aware. A newborn babe who was spirited away by her loyal wet nurse.
You mean to tell me you were their child? But how can this be? Your mother, she was a beastren. Surely her child would be one as well.
A fair assumption. But for better or worse, I didn't take after my mother. Save for in one respect. This is for my mother. And this is for my father. The time has come for all your sins to come to light, Allard.
Mr. Allard, has something happened?
We've been noticed. I suppose a scream that hideous was bound to attract some attention. We can't leave the way we came in. Fortunately, there's a window here. We've been noticed. I suppose a scream that hideous was bound to attract some attention. We can't leave the way we came in. Fortunately, there's a window here.
You have done what you set out to do, I trust. Then come, Master. Let us quit this place.
By your leave.
I was afraid I might find you here. I cannot believe you would stoop to such... No. This is not the time. You will be able to slip out the rear entrance. Follow me, and quickly.
That was certainly well handled. I suppose I ought not to have expected any less. Pray, visit me at the Myrmicolian tomorrow evening. I'll prepare aught by way of thanks. Till then, be well.
This ladder...
I cannot believe it. You killed Allard. You realize this could jeopardize our plans for your ascension. I will do what I can to obscure your involvement in this matter. However, bear in mind that you may have to shoulder the burden of your own heedlessness in future.
I'm something of a
Tight. I can kip just about anywhere.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Must hold out till someone comes to me.
Stay a while.
Who's ready to give this thing to sleep?
just about anywhere right now.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
They can be most convenient, though there are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
Have no fear, Master.
I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
Thank you. I finally achieved my purpose here, and I owe it all to you. 'Twould seem the residents of the palace have chosen to treat Allard's untimely passing as an accident. I imagine they deemed it safer not to make a fuss of the incident after perusing the evidence you uncovered for me. Shrewd as a den of foxes. I'll give them that. I truly cannot thank you enough. But I want to try. Just this once, I'll give you something special. I'll grant unto you the sweetest of dreams. I know not what I would do without you. You have my thanks, but 'tis time to say farewell for now. Just know that my bordlery will e'er be your haven, should you have need of it.
Should you need to communicate in Elvish, pray call upon me. I would be only too glad to assist. Nothing's coming to me, Master. I enjoy tackling fierce foe. I found a place with some useful material.
Wonder if it's too early for dinner.
I could. I've never been.
I've trained coins no good if you work yourself to death. Look, I've got this down my teeth. Round.
I don't have half as many lives as my parents. I ought to take stock.
Very stale.
Entirely, even if you've no troubles.
Would that all my days